Okay, so it is our second go day in 2 months. We've been stationary in 2 different places. It's crazy. So
we're rookies.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing.
We're headed out of Portland, Oregon, Canby, Oregon, to making our way to Kansas. We have a few stops in between. So we're looking forward to being back on the road, and our adventures continue, so stay tuned.
Thanks for the memories.
Good morning, good morning. It's raining.
On a Monday morning, Oregon is sending us off in Oregon fashion.
Completely. This is how it is here most of the time. It's just a dreary, rainy day, and this is only our second go day in 2 months, and so we're very much out of practice.
Everything is sort of a series of oh yeah, which so now, like when we watch other RVers and they have checklists and stuff, like when we're going and it's like you don't really need the checklist.
I have one inside, and I always just look it over. I always just make sure I got it all. He doesn't do checklists. My checklist is look at everything 1,000 times. Yeah.
But yeah, it's sort of like not riding the motorcycle all winter or something, and then getting on it.
Yep. So it was very wet. We had to do everything from taking our pet fence down to picking up dog poop that was wet for days. It's just one of those mornings. So we're finally on the road. We're only running an hour late.
So we planned on 8, and then we woke up. It was dreary, and the sun wasn't even going to be up when I was having to be out in the rain. And I looked at it and I thought, if we leave at 9, it Googles at 6.5 hours, and I think we'll probably be there in 8 hours. And so we'll be there by 5, and that's decent. So I thought, let's change it to 9. And then at like 10 after 8, I was so far ahead, I was ready. But if you would have planned on 8,
I was planning on being
left
earlier, but it just didn't work out. It was one of those things. Anyway, we're back on the road. We're now headed to Southern Oregon, Vale, Oregon for just tonight. We're going to be booking it our way all the way to Kansas over the next few days. And so it'll be back to travel and see how fun it is. We're staying at a couple harvest halls. We're staying at a state park. So we should have lots of good fun. 115, 64, 109, 59, 113, 60, 112, 62, 109, 57, 110, 59. It's our tire minder. I think checking your tires every time you stop is probably the best route. Anyway, we're deep in Portland traffic on their freeways, and we will catch you on the road. me the def.
I can't hear you. I'm putting in def.
How much was the diesel?
I forgot to snap a picture of it. Probably 130. It was 25 gallons times 6.
And now we're doing the def part. Tired of driving?
Yes.
We've only been driving
Tired of being seen?
Huh?
Are you tired of being seen?
I don't get it. Well, it's not that big of a deal.
It is.
We've been driving for how many hours?
Left at 9, and right now our body clock Pacific. Yeah, so we've been driving 6.5 hours. Not real
it's really
awful.
not that bad.
Yeah.
I think you're
It's just-
uncharacteristic.
Yeah, it just started off in the rain.
So he was grumpy when we started, and then
And I kind of have a headache.
partway through the day, he wasn't too bad. But we're ending the day kind of on grumpy side.
I just have a little headache.
I kind of do too, so I understand. But the scenery has changed so many times between Portland and the other end of Oregon. It is incredible. So many different things to look at. It was actually kind of fun. I liked it.
Right.
Looks good.
Our slide on that side hit the thing on driver's side. Will our slide hit if I'm too close to that?
No. Come back a little bit. I'm not sure. No, it should clear it.
Like it'll go over top of it?
Yeah.
We're here in Vale, Oregon. Talking a little bit quiet because people are still asleep. We're leaving early, but we're in Vale, Oregon, outside of Ontario. We have a decent spot here. I mean, it's one of the cheap places. It's a lot of permanent residents here, but they were friendly. But this is the thing that I wanted to just point out. That is a tight fit. And so we knew it might be a thing, but I wanted to get over as close to this as I could, and so I I eyeballed it, and then when Wendy was putting out the slides, and when they come out, they kind of hang for a bit and they bounce and stuff, so it was a little bit weird, but it just fit. And I sat out here with my walkie-talkie ready to say stop, 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 and I didn't have to. Now I am emptying the tanks. We have 3 days in front of us where we don't have sewer, and so I'm getting that all ready, and we will be hitting the road in just a little bit.
Good morning. It's a cold, chilly morning in the 50s, but it's going to warm up. Just left our one-night quick stop in Southern Oregon, and we're actually going to meet some friends for lunch in the Boise area.
Twin Falls area.
Twin Falls area.
Yeah, further east.
And then head on to our Harvest Host for tonight. We had a very easy in and out of this place. It wasn't that great of a necessarily of a place, but easy in and out. It was cheap and
Continue on
exactly
Main
what we
Street
needed. So he's ready to take his morning nap because you know he's exhausted.
Francis
And
might
he's
do it too.
gonna drive.
Oh.
I actually offered to drive today, and he turned me down. So one of these days, I will learn how to drive this big rig. I think I could do it. We're just letting you know what the roads are like in Idaho. Aren't your neighbors gonna wonder what's going on?
Isn't that cool?
Aren't your neighbors gonna wonder what's going on?
Probably, but I love the bell. It's my favorite part.
It is.
This is right here.
Now, on the right, toward Garland, then take the first right.
Gas is finally cheaper here.
Yeah.
But,
Gotta be just fine.
right.
Turn right at the stop sign.
Oh, turkeys. Any wise words?
We're at a farm, a homestead farm.
Yeah.
And
And he's
Francis
barking.
is barking.
We don't want Francis to be a nuisance. I locked because we are not using it. It's Dackaroos. In Chickaroos. Oh, this is cool. Look.
We're gonna have to write a check. We'll have to go over and
And can you?
I don't know. It doesn't say we can.
Or can you add
Oh,
it?
we can Venmo.
Yeah.
Vanilla cinnamon. Pumpkin spice.
That's
Not
cool.
just plain. Good morning. We are leaving a brisk, cold Harvest Host, which was a homesteader's farm. So adorable. We had to work a lot last night, so we didn't get out and get pictures or anything. But here is our friends, the goats. Oh my goodness, I had goats, chickens, turkeys, pigs.
Where are you?
I'm filming the goats. Hi guess I don't have anything to feed you today. They have alpacas. Hi. Hi there. Oh, you're so sweet.
So one of the things that I kept on forgetting when we would leave was turning off the propane. So we went and got some little flags, and it's reminding me, like I was getting ready to pull off and then I saw this flag. So here's what I do. This is a magnet. Put that right there. It hangs out. If I have the propane on, I set this out. That reminds me propane is on. If I have it on the other side, I'll put it on the other side. And I store it right there.
Very handy.
It works.
Are you ready to go?
Almost. I'm ready to leave, but
Hi,
not ready to go.
Okay, we are on our way. As I said, we left the harvest host with all the fun little animals. Now we're on. Oh, and the harvest host was really nice, but it was right by the freeway. And since there was no hookups, we didn't run our air, obviously, but we didn't even run the fan, the unit fan. So all we had was a box fan and a little fan, and for noise, because I need fans anyway to sleep, and then put it with the windows open and next to a freeway. So it was a little noisy last night, but
So she needs fans, so make sure you like, comment, and follow.
oh yeah, that kind of fans. Anyway, other than that, we really didn't get out and enjoy much because we were working. So it was worth this day. It was Harland Homestead outside of, or in Tremonton, Utah.
Yeah, just outside of it. Brandy was so sweet.
Oh my goodness, yes,
Yeah.
the
lady there.
hosts were wonderful.
And they sit on a little spot with 3 or 4 other houses just right there. But then they look down over a beautiful valley.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You can look it up. Harland Homestead. And
They have 3 spots there. And when we pulled in, so we're long, and when we pulled in, my first thought is, it wasn't just a thought. I said, we're not going to fit. And I started thinking, oh no. And then I mean, she gave good directions in the email ahead of time, lots of information. And so we didn't have to wonder about stuff, but pulled in and really, I guess I backed up twice, I guess, to get it in there. Swung way around.
It wasn't bad.
So like if you're in a long rig, you can get in. We were in slot 2 of 3.
And it was full. There was people there in all 3 slots, but
Right.
it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
So, and now we're on our way to a state park, going to Curt Gowdy State Park. Have no idea what to expect.
When I was putting it into maps, it asked, well, which campground? And so like there's a bunch of campgrounds that are part of Curt Gowdy State Park.
Yeah.
And we're going to the Tumbleweeds.
Yeah. So I have no idea. We're there for 2 nights, and so that way tomorrow we can explore Laramie and Cheyenne. Just outside of Ogden.
It's hard not to reminisce about our motorcycle trip when we're driving through areas that we've driven through a whole bunch. In 2019, we rode 50 days across 27 states, 10,000 200 miles, I think 10,000 miles. And when we were coming through Salt Lake, we were heading toward the Salt Flats. And we thought we wanted to stop there like we were told we should. And as we were going across, is it Interstate 80?
I think so.
As we were going across Interstate 80, the winds just hit us so hard out of the, like we were heading due west and the winds were coming out of northwest. And they were just blowing so strong. That was intense. Coming from back that way, we stopped at a rest area and then hit the road again and came over toward Wendover. And Mike and Betsy, if you thought the winds coming off the Gulf when we were coming down into Corpus Christi was bad, that was nothing. Had no concerns about the bike, but I really thought it was going to take my helmet off. And it was just intense.
The whole time. I don't know if you noticed it, but we were sideways. I was crooked on the back seat, and I could see.
Yeah.
You were like this, and I could see. Without doing anything, I could see forward.
You could see over my shoulder because I was having to bend over just to keep from being blown.
It was crazy.
Blown off the bike. The speed limit right here is 80, and I had to drop down to 70, and. Now the crazy thing is, so that's all cool. The crazy thing is, this is the Salt Flats. It looks like a glacier out there.
We're gonna go get some.
We're gonna go lick the dirt.
This is crazy. It looks like Siesta Beach sand. But if I'm not mistaken, it's all salt. How are you gonna... Oh! I just stepped in a big mud of water. I don't know if you can actually see the majesty of this place that we're in. Standing on all salt and the mountains in the background. We are about an hour outside of Salt Lake City, and all of a sudden the salt is here again. And it just goes on and on and on. That was so incredible.
Right, literally tasted the Salt Flats.
We did.
And guess what it tastes like?
Beer?
Why?
Tasted like salt.
It tastes just like salt.
But it looked like, so we're from Sarasota, Florida, and if anybody has ever been down there, we have Siesta Beach and a lot of the beaches in Florida, but Siesta happens to be one of the number one in the country.
Frequently number one.
It has sugar sand, just white sugar sand. It's just soft and all that. And when we were looking at these salt flats, as you can see in the pictures, it looked just like that. And it was hard to believe that it wasn't sand. It was salt. And it just went on and on and on. It was just...
And I suppose if you live in a different climate, it would look like snow.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it could have looked like snow too.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Looked like all that. You just don't think of it looking like salt.
Nope.
If you ever get a chance to go to that, it's west of Salt Lake. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. And we're going to go again on one of our adventures here. Just not this trip.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
Yep. So we're traveling through Wyoming, which we love. But we're trying to decide whether we stop at Little America because you can't not go by here and not stop. You can't go by here and not stop.
Right.
Right?
But you also can't not go by here and not stop.
I just feel like, even though it's a little bit of time into our long travel day, that we have to because we're driving by here.
I'm inclined to the same.
As travelers, we need to stop, even though we have stopped here many, many, many times.
Right.
And so, but
We've never stopped here in an RV.
no, we haven't. This is our first time in an RV.
But that doesn't make it
The
more
last time we
special
stopped
stuff.
here was like, we've decided was 14 years ago. This month, basically, we moved from Portland to Florida to Sarasota, and we had two 24-foot Penske trucks towing one vehicle and two other vehicles. So we were a convoy of 4.
5 vehicles, 4 drivers.
Yeah. No, we had more than that.
4 people driving at any given time.
Yes, there we go. Anyway, that was last time. And last time we stopped, we actually spent the night at Little America.
Okay, so help me understand
So
this.
we're going to now look at the construction up here.
Oh. So what happened was we're also in construction. They're redoing the right lane of eastbound. And the exit was less than convincing. It was like we're coming along and then suddenly there was a little tiny sign that said exit between the cones.
And I was talking, didn't even see it.
Right. It's like they took out, so like they took like one cone away and put a little sign there that said exit that directed you all the way over onto a little thin shoulder.
And it was like a quarter mile before the exit even.
Right.
So,
It was weird.
Yeah. Anyway, we missed
it.
I guess we're not going to Little America this time. We'll have to catch it next time. That was kind of funny.
We'll just keep going to Big America.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We have a piece of our trailer coming off.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
Back there. So I'm going to get off of
We have to pull
here.
over because he just noticed a piece of our trailer coming off. What part of the trailer?
Looks like part of the wheel well. And I'm hoping there's no wheel that did it. So we'll stop at this TA.
That's good. There's an exit right here.
Yeah.
That's kind of freaky.
Right. It's just sort of flapping out there.
Got any super glue?
Yes, but I don't know if it would. Yeah, we're going to. I know, but still. We got to figure out how to put it back on. Might be able to just
Alongside
pull
the road
right here.
Yeah.
Let me make sure there's no one beside us.
So we decided to be safe and go to the TA that's right here and figure out a plan. So Roger's looking for screws,
Because I got screws.
right? Because you have a screw loose.
I think I found some
You
that'll
found-
work.
Temporarily?
Well, yeah. But I think I'm going to put tape there first.
Do you want to explain what you're doing?
I'm trying to fix it. So we lost 2 screws. I've found other screws that are loose and stuff. So apparently it's just what happens. So
I guess we'll need to
we're
do some
missing
maintenance.
Huh?
We'll do some maintenance now
Well,
and check all our
yeah,
screws.
Yeah. So that and that. But I'm gonna put a little bit of tape down there first just to assist. It's a screw. I have 2 that will work. They won't look right, but they'll work. But I'm gonna put down some double sticky tape. First I'm gonna see whether I have other screws that will work better for some reason. Fortunately, I keep screws.
You keep everything.
Fortunately.
So this is in one chance or one reason why keeping everything is to our benefit.
Don't throw things out.
Usually I
that they
throw
might
things
need.
out.
Okay. So that. I don't think I've used this sticky tape or double back tape before. I think I got it for something and then didn't use it, so I'm just sort of guessing that it works, that it will work. So that's on there. Then this piece is going to go on here. Right here. Nice, maybe nice. And this one, I'm not relying on this to hold it. I'm just hoping this will help. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot right there. Ideally, I would be cleaning that first. But I'm making sure that I'm not going into something on the other side that I don't want to. Not crazy about that, but this one's going to come up.
Looks good.
So I
don't think that's going to go anywhere.
right, those could back out. That's sort of the problem, but I think we are back on the road. I think we probably lost about 12 minutes.
Oh, half an hour, I bet,
I
yeah.
don't think so.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. That
It's a
was-
windy adventure. Very windy at truck stop. Got it fixed. We're on the road again. Only 12 more hours to go.
No.
Okay, not really.
An hour and a half to our next gas stop would.
And then from there we have what, an hour or 2 to our.
No. I think after our next truck stop, I think we'll be within a half hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have too long to go.
Right. So I feel like we probably have 2 more hours left on the road, but.
I'm glad you noticed
Well,
that.
yeah.
So when you're driving, as you do, you always look at the signs and all that kind of stuff. And we passed the Continental Divide, which I believe we've passed many, many times, and never really looked into what it was. And it's not at all what I thought it was.
Yeah, what did you think it was?
The middle. I just thought it was
The middle of the.
Yeah.
A line that divides the continent from. east and west, north and south. Like, what
Well,
did you think?
if I would have had to sit there and think about it, I would have. I know it's not the north and south, but then
why?
when we thought it was the east and west, that's why I said. So I can't believe we only have to drive a couple more days to do the east coast. Didn't make sense.
Right.
So I looked.
And
it
then
up.
we started. Then I said, well, maybe it is north and south. Like, that doesn't make sense. But
No, because
sometimes you realize that like Wyoming is further south than what you think it is, or something like that. I was going, well, maybe. Then I thought, well, but if it's continent, that would be Alaska and Canada and U.S. and Mexico. So maybe it
we're
is.
showing our ignorance here, because
Right.
I'm sure you guys already all know what it is. But
Right.
we did a little Wikipedia.
So what was it?
You explain it.
Apparently, there is a hydrological divide that runs roughly north to south. It's like a high mark where water has to either flow to the Atlantic or to the Pacific, but it can't flow across that continental divide. And so everything we were driving, all the water that we saw, any rivers, streams, anything up until just a little bit ago, eventually makes its way to the Pacific. But as of about a half hour ago, all this water makes its way to the Atlantic.
That's the best we can describe it. So
If anyone has a better way to say
Right.
it or correction,
all you geographical nerds.
because
which
we're
we adore.
we're only about 30 minutes smart on this.
Yeah. And we
so
could
that's pretty dumb
we could be swayed another direction, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, is that what it is? Or is it Democrats and Republicans? I mean, come on.
Oh, divine. It is. Pull in.
We're at Curt Gowdy State Park. Totally beautiful and quiet. Man, incredible. The only thing you can hear right now is our air. Not sure if that's a good thing, but it is air. That just could not be more perfect. We got the moon straight out one side. I guess you can't see this side, but we got the moon right out there.